I don't know where it was.
Oh, it did.
It worked. It's
You were
recording.
supposed to say 3, 2, 1. Oh, we're off to a great start, you guys. Great start. Hi, everyone.
Is that backward?
No, I could actually read it frontward. So that's beautiful. Hi, everyone. We are Duffy women. Yes, we're back. We're back. Don't ask me why. I have no idea why. I guess that's why we'll discuss that today because that's one of our topics. My name is Shelley Duffy Alexander.
Oh,
I did
you're
this
going into me.
podcast. What?
When you said Alexander, I'm used to you saying my full name, Alexandra. I thought you were introducing me, but you
No,
were saying
no.
I
I'm
forgot.
giving
I
myself
forgot that
time,
is now
girl.
your
Giving
hyphenated.
myself time, and then I'll get to you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway,
this podcast 4 years ago, and then for various reasons, it went away. That is the topic of our first show: is why, how, and why in the world are we bringing it back? So anyway, you are Alexandra Duffy. You did not take your married name. Alex got married this past year.
You're literally stealing my
A
thunder.
lot has happened in 4+ years. A lot has happened. She got married, so she is still Alex Duffy. And her wonderful husband, Steve McCarthy, has been such an amazing addition to our family. We're very excited about that. So that has happened.
He didn't consent to you saying his first name.
Oh, did he not give consent to that?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, he's out of luck then. My other daughter is Sarah Duffy. She's still Sarah Duffy. She's never added anything or taken away anything, but she does have 3 children now. Little Max was really kind of what started this.
yeah, we're going to blame that on him.
I think that's a good idea.
He's going to carry that for the rest of his life.
But we're back, and that's all that matters. And I think we've all grown a little wiser, hopefully. I think we still have a lot to learn. Hopefully, you will join us in that journey because that's exactly what we're all about. It's tough doing something with your 2 daughters because I'm of a completely different generation, a completely different age. And I've got 2 daughters who are literally polar opposite of one another. And polar opposite of me. Well, not polar.
That's
Alex,
not
you're probably,
true.
yeah, you're probably a lot more like me.
I'm
Sarah.
just a black sheep.
You are. You are. Sarah has always been our black sheep.
No.
That's okay.
You two are more alike than I think you would like to admit if you ask me, but
Maybe you two are the black sheep. You're wearing black.
Maybe. So anyway, we're going to get into all of that today. We just thought, yeah, maybe this is the time to bring it back again. Some things.
Run it back.
A lot has
Let's
changed.
run it back.
A lot has changed. So grab a beverage if you want. I mean, we all. Oh, look, mine's. Oh, do I have to bring it way in there?
Oh, we can tell. We know what it is.
So grab your beverage. And that could be coffee. You might be watching this in the morning, or you might be watching this in the evening. Whatever the case may be.
We don't judge.
We don't judge. So, and you may bring out the wine in the morning. I don't know. I mean, again,
I love a Wednesday morning wine. I call it my Wednesday WMW, Wednesday morning wine. My fave.
All right. So ladies, are you even ready to do all this again? I mean, is this something you're ready to do?
Wait, I had a dream about Duffy women last night, and I haven't told you guys yet because I wanted to wait until we were recording. Do you want to hear it?
Well, yeah, of course.
Okay, so we were like on a tour, and we were in a theater, and there were like so many people there, like lots and lots and lots of people. It was amazing. Like showed up.
I just got chills.
Wait, but then for whatever reason, like we couldn't figure out the programming, and like the audio or something like wasn't working.
You mean like right before we hit record, when we weren't ready to hit record and you hit record? You mean all of those things before? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. So the audio wasn't working. And then we never ended up getting on stage. And then people were like getting like frustrated, but it was this cross between what actually foreshadowing really happened right before we got on this call. And then 2, I watched Aaron Brockovich last night, and there was this like scene where everybody was getting mad in an auditorium. So I think it was more that.
It was a mixture of the two, for sure.
Yeah. Wait, you watched a movie and you think that that's why is because
well, it was that scene. Like it was like the same scene from the movie in my dream, but just make it Duffy women. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways.
All right. Well, hopefully that's never going to be the case. And
except for the first part.
Right.
on the
The
auditorium.
first
I
part
think
was good.
we cut it at the audio not working. Cut it out after
We
that.
manifest that part, correct?
Manifest the first part.
Okay. You were talking about Aaron Brockovich. A couple of different things that we want to do throughout the show. Want to touch on some things that have happened in the past week and things that, just pop culture wise, different things that are going on. And I just want to say, I have been devastated. First of all, I was devastated by the death of Diane Keaton. I loved her. I think she was one of the most talented human beings ever. But most recently, Catherine O'Hare. What in the world was that all about? Do we even know yet what caused her
No, but
death? I know they
I
took her
don't.
to the hospital,
Yeah.
and that was all I've seen since.
I
So
get the vibe that she was like, listen, we want to be very like mindful of if this were to ever come across anyone she knew. Like, I don't want to speculate, but I get the vibe that she was probably ill for a little bit of time and then maybe
yeah,
just like took a
yeah,
turn. I'm gonna
yeah,
assume. I
yeah,
might
yeah,
be wrong,
yeah.
but I'm sure they kept it private for obvious reasons. And then I think that's why it's felt so sudden for the rest of us
Mhm.
because it just came out of nowhere for all of us. And so it's just, and they don't owe us anything, obviously, but this is like, they don't. I mean, they don't
Well, of
realistically.
course not. No, they don't.
But
It's
it's
rough.
just hard because, she was only 71. Like to me,
I
that's
know, I
young.
know.
He
To
was a
me,
baby.
yeah,
I
that's
know.
very young.
Baby.
And it
Mhm.
was like
Thank you for
very,
saying that for me at 64, by the way. Thanks.
yeah,
You're
I
not
immediately thought of
64
you.
I
yet.
think that's young.
You're
So
you're 63, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I already
Yeah.
say I'm 64 in a couple months.
You are
Anyway,
in your
Not
64th year,
it,
but
it's
but
not May yet.
she
You
was
don't
one
turn
of the most iconic, just hilarious. I mean,
she was
Home
so
Alone
funny.
movies just to start. I mean, but Schitt's Creek to me
Yeah.
Oh my God.
is
I
one of the
know.
most brilliantly, and of course, Eugene Levy had, he was behind all that, but I mean, just brilliantly written, brilliantly executed by every single person on that show. It
Yeah.
really, really made me sad. I was sitting there, oh yeah. Again, a lot has happened in 4 years, and I was sitting at chemo with my mom, who is dealing with that right now. But I was sitting there, and it popped up on my feed on Friday, and I was just like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh. So I was very, very saddened by that. And just a lot of stuff changes every day. It's always something new, always something different, and that made
She
me
was
sad.
also very beloved. Like it was one of
Yes,
those,
she
her
was.
and
Yes,
Diane
yes,
Keaton, I
yeah.
feel like were in the same category where they were both just
Hmm. Hmm.
universally like well liked and cared about. And it hits so much harder when you're well liked. Like that, when I die, people are just gonna like, it's gonna be traumatizing for so many people. You know what I mean? Like there's gonna be
No, we
lines.
don't. We don't actually.
Okay, well, neither of you will be there probably, so it doesn't matter.
You don't know
Anyway,
that.
there'll be
What do you mean
lines.
You don't
neither
know
of
that.
us will be there?
Well, it's a
Yeah.
given, kinda with
She's only 2
you.
years younger than me. It doesn't mean like
Okay, well, that can be a topic for another day. However, I'm just saying, lines out the door. I sympathize. I sympathize. So that's all.
oh my God.
All right. So here's what we want to do. We want to talk about Duffy women 4 years ago and Duffy women today, but we do need to address, and that was what our topic was for this first show, why and how it disappeared in the first place. So I guess I'll go first.
Why don't you?
My
Yeah,
my
I'm gonna
impression
stay
of how
quiet.
it played out. And
Two
again,
truths and a lie. This will be.
there are going to be three different versions of what happened. So
To firm up though, we did stop filming because we all got in a big fight. Like just to be clear.
Yes,
Yeah.
we'll put that out as a we all
yeah, I guess we should say
Yeah.
that was probably,
we
that was
all
the reason.
yeah.
Yes. So,
Okay.
okay. So here is what had happened from what I remember. Okay. And again, no
what I
judgment.
remember.
There might be some blank spots.
You don't remember much.
That's not true. I do. You see, that's a show we need to have.
Oh,
Because
gladly.
seriously, the older you get,
Gladly.
the more your
That's-
brain, and this is
that's
a
true.
fact,
I
pushes
get it.
back to the back.
I get it.
Just wait.
Wait, your brain pushes back to the back?
The memory, like it keeps going back. I have to look it up, but there's a name for it. It just keeps going back.
That
So,
she can
like,
look up on Google.
You can
but
only
the other
you
things,
you
no.
can
Write that
only
down.
remember so much stuff.
Write that down.
Okay, so like that's why you can't remember when you're 2. You're not going to remember when you're 2 or 3. And don't
know
say
what?
you do because you don't. It's what was in pictures and it was what was told to you. So that's not true.
Okay.
So anyway, here we go.
attacking my memories. Go.
Yes. We're going to attack mine, I'm sure. So I'm
You know
being
what? Let's
preemptive.
get to it. Let's get to it, Shelley.
So, okay. So we were about ready to start a new season when this was all happening. And Sarah had been at my house prior to, probably about a week prior to, and was on the floor in my kitchen, very upset,
I
crying.
don't remember this.
I don't remember this either.
This is pre. We're going
No,
we're
I
going
remember
before
this
the
was a
main
week
incident.
before this all happened. This is why I got upset. This is the whole reason I got upset.
Oh,
When you
maybe
told
we're
me
hearing things we've never heard before.
whenever, yeah, maybe. So she was on the floor. She was like, I need to get out of this relationship. I'm not happy about this. I don't know what to do. I'm so upset. Now, mind you, you had been in this relationship, but you were also unemployed at the time. You
What?
had 2 children in a
What?
very small apartment with a very large dog that stayed in a crate.
We
There were a
love
lot of
Lenny.
things that were tough, that were
sure.
going on in your life. Now,
For sure.
as a mother, that breaks my heart. And all we want is for you, and I think I can speak for most moms, maybe not all, and even dads too. But we just want you to be happy, for things to go smoothly, for it to be better for you than it was for us. I mean, all of those things that go in it. And again, that's how I was brought up, and that's how I always wanted your lives to be, was to be easy and to be better than perhaps what mine was, and give you every opportunity you had that we could to succeed, set you up for success and an easier life. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So you were in my opinion, not in the best of places at the time, at least what you indicated to me while you were on my kitchen floor. So a week later, we're having a meeting to talk about Duffy women. And it was once again, just like the first two, was just kind of like dropped, just like completely dropped in my lap. Oh, by the way, I'm pregnant. Now,
that's probably why she was on the floor crying a week prior.
And that could very well be.
Let's put that together.
Yeah.
Let's put 2 and 2 together.
She did not tell me that at the time, but she did drop it a week later. Yeah. And that makes sense. That makes sense. But that's my point.
Known for months, I believe.
So it was probably a situation that was, again, you knew was probably not the best case scenario. And I'm going to be honest, I lost it. I was mad. I was frustrated because you'd already, there were 2 other children prior to that were kind of surprises, or, that's what you said. So
wonderful surprises.
If they're watching this,
and they are amazing children. Again, I every one of them, I'm so grateful that you chose to have them. And that's all I can say. I'm just so happy and I love them so much. I do. And again, I tell everybody that. I'm so thankful that you had those little peanuts. But my point is, in that moment, all I could think about was, how are you going to do this? What are you thinking? Why did you not use protection? What is going on if you've already admitted that you are not happy, that this is going on in your life? So that to me was completely, I just didn't understand it. And I lost it, and I did. And I was angry. I was sad. There were so many emotions and I basically told you as much. And obviously that doesn't go well. And I understand that. But that's where I was coming from. Again, I knew where you felt that you weren't probably in the best of places. And here you are, now you have a 3rd baby on the way, again, in this small apartment, and just a lot of things that I basically just didn't understand. So that is my perspective on why I kind of lost it and why things.
Valid. You know what? 4 years later, that is valid. 4 years ago, crash out, not happy, did not agree. Now valid, totally understand. I got it.
It was a rough night.
It was a rough day.
It was a rough day.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, that's my perspective. I know you both have your perspectives, and that is what we wanted to do. That's what we wanted to do today, was to discuss how this all played out and why it all happened. Now, and mothers and daughters typically don't do this. They typically do not talk about these things, but we do. No, a lot of
on camera.
Well, and on camera too. But I'm just saying, we did obviously work through things. But go ahead, Sarah.
We did. Um, well, you're gonna probably feel real bad after you hear my version.
Oh
You're gonna
yeah.
probably wallow in shame for the next 4 hours. Um, but
Oh, Jesus.
I'm just saying. I mean, maybe, who knows?
Not his name and fame. My bad.
I agree with that. I don't remember crying on your kitchen floor. However, that does sound like me. That does sound like something I would do. Um, I
Really
identify with
tough.
that. That's a me thing. Um, but like Alex did mention, Max was the one I kept from you the longest. We had
Oh, see, I didn't
known,
know that.
we had known for like 2 months at that
Yeah.
point.
Didn't know.
And me and Alex kind
Two
of just,
months? You knew?
Yeah.
I mean, Alex kind of discussed it with me. I mean, and we both were just kind of like, we just have to like drop the hammer. Like we have to just, because I was nervous for obvious reasons. For obvious reasons, I was nervous. So I just was like, we have to do it. We have to rip the band-aid off. However, the day that I told you and what ensued afterward, um, was partly my emotional response. And I take credit, which you guys can blame me. You can pop off on me. I take full responsibility for Duffy Women like ending. Like, do I think we could have like been mad at each other for a week and then got over it? Yes, I do think that that was something that could have happened. However, I emotionally responded when my mom emotionally responded and crashed out on me. And I said, you know what? I can't do Duffy Women anymore. Like if this is how you're gonna react to my pregnancy, like then I quit. Like I
Sorry. He wanted me to pick him
oh,
up.
so
Go
this
ahead.
is not about me anymore.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Go on.
Way to
Should I
go,
get my
Alex.
cats?
He was
Like,
like in the
what are we
middle of a
doing here?
very, very important statement. Go ahead, Sarah. I'm
Yeah,
listening.
I
I'm
was literally
sorry.
owning up to everything, but you know what? Let's take it back. Let's
No,
take
I
it
was,
back.
and the other thing is too, I was wrong in how I reacted.
Yeah, you
However,
were.
I was reacting emotionally, and again, from a mother's
Honey,
perspective,
I get it.
and that's
I
why.
understand.
So that's
Now
why.
I understand. I girl.
Yeah.
However, I do want to explain a little bit behind the trauma of it all and where I was mentally in that scenario on my mom's kitchen floor that I don't remember. Like it's all coming back to me. Celine Dion. Like I was having a moment.
I love
Um,
that song, by the way.
Thank you. Between Ivy and Max, when I had Ivy in February of 2021. I had gotten pregnant between Ivy and Max, and I shared this on my social media. I had gotten pregnant like 7 weeks after I had Ivy, which was not planned also, but it was because I like was freshly postpartum and like it was just one of those scenarios. And yeah, obviously I'm very fertile. I get that now. I get it now. I understand. But anyway, so I actually had a miscarriage in between Ivy and Max. And it was like I said, 2 or 3 months after I gave birth to Ivy. And that was really traumatizing for me. I had to have a DNC, like I had to go through that procedure and like the loss of
I was going to say that's a loss. Yeah,
it's
big loss.
it was a
Yeah.
huge
Hmm.
thing and I was in mourning for like ever. And it really affected me more than I thought. Like if, it would affect me. And then later that year, I actually found something out that I'd found something out. I'm not gonna out him and like say it, but like it really upset me and really devastated me. And I think Max was the product of me trying to fix that. And was me trying to it was like an ego thing. Like my ego was bruised, I was hurt, and I think Max was the product of so it was like a very
Hmm.
deeply emotional scenario and
Hmm.
situation that like obviously when I tell you I'm pregnant, like that's I can't explain all of that. And I didn't at the time. And maybe if I had, it would have been different and things would have been
Hmm.
different. But like that's where my mind was. And that's why I was so scared to tell you because like I was embarrassed. I was not happy. I was not it was not obviously like the scenario I wanted to be in. However, it happened and I had Evelyn, I had Ivy, I figured it out. Like that's what I do. I'm like fully capable um and it just happened that way and when you reacted that way I just was so hurt and but again I understand why you did. I understand fully why you reacted the way you did. But in that moment I just like really needed my mom and I really needed like support because I was going through something. And to be fair, I didn't tell you all of that. I think maybe at the time I probably didn't say all of that or didn't get the chance to say all of that. And so I was going through a really hard time mentally and I just like and like Alex was really good at being there for me and Alex was someone who I felt comfortable sharing with. Like, I don't know if it was Ivy or Max, but I think it was Max. I found out, and I was in like the basement,
No,
of,
that was
was
Ivy.
that
That was
Ivy?
Ivy.
Oh, okay. Well, I told you, like, right. I told you,
Yeah, because you
pretty
didn't
much
tell
right
me
away.
about Max either for a
Yeah.
minute.
But I was going through a lot. And so I had just needed my mom in that moment. And when you didn't react that way, I was like deeply, deeply hurt because I felt like I had nobody in that moment. And to my own doing, like I completely understand that these are choices that I made and I fully take responsibility for that. But I think it just was it was just, I was already hurt and it just was like stabbing the knife in the wound like 80 more times, you know?
Hmm.
And so that's why I reacted emotionally and said, okay, well, I can't do this. Like, oh, I can't do this. I can't participate. And then I think that's actually where Alex's story begins,
Hmm.
and how she views the situation. So I'll let her take over. But that was my version. Speak. Go ahead.
I
Say it.
just want to say I love you.
I
That's
love
all.
you
And
too.
I know it's
Aww.
not been easy for you. And again, but I've
We are
also,
okay now, everybody. Like
we have had many
we have had, yeah.
conversations about what you need, and I've tried my best to pay attention to that kind of thing
Mhm.
and,
We've
be
done
there more for
a lot
you.
of work, you and I, in the past four
Yes, you
years.
and I have
We
had to
have
go
had, we
through a
also,
lot.
I want to mention, my mom and I like literally didn't speak for like 2 or 3 months
It
after
was
this.
like
Like
3 months,
We
and
didn't
it
we
was
talk.
did not
We didn't,
speak.
we didn't talk
that was
either.
that is the most devastating. So I vowed then, I don't care what it takes. I will shut my mouth. I will not say a word. I will do anything. I just never. Now, since then, we've been able to talk,
We
I
have
think, a
conversation.
lot
Yeah,
better,
we,
and we have little tips, but we come right
yeah,
back and we talk it out.
yeah,
But I vowed I would never do that. I couldn't take not seeing you and my grandchildren.
yeah. That was
That
rough.
was the
That was a
most
rough,
brutal.
yeah.
And no matter, and something that I think I used to get upset about was my mom. And my mom, I love her with all my heart. She's a tough one, always tough, but I never ever withheld anything because your relationship with my mother was different than my relationship with my mother. So I was
Hmm.
never going to, I would never have allowed you not to see her for some reason, even though I wasn't getting along with her or whatever. So that was also, I think I was hurt by that. And again, not speaking and not discussing anything made it even more difficult for all of
Hmm.
us. And it was a horrible time in my life, a
Yeah, mine too.
horrible time in
Mine
my
too.
life. So anyway,
Babe.
it was terrible. I hated
Yeah,
it.
it
And
was
I,
rough.
I knew I played a big part in my reaction. It was not the I don't know what the right reaction would have
Yeah,
been,
well,
but
there
I
were,
was frustrated
yeah.
and
You
emotional.
said some things. I think why I was so hurt was because not because of the way you react, but there were some words exchanged that
I do remember
deeply.
one line that I said, and
Do
I
we
probably
want to
What
say it
is it? Because I
again?
don't remember. I don't know if you should
I'll
say.
say it. I mean, again, this show is about being real,
I
moms and
don't
daughters, and
remember.
it
I don't
doesn't happen.
remember.
But I remember one of the lines was, "You don't like the two you have. Why are you having marriage?"
I forgot about that.
I text
That
that.
did hurt me.
I
That was
text that, and I'm like, "What are you doing? Like,
that
what?"
was so hurtful.
It's
That
not that
was
she
like, you're
doesn't
right.
like the two
Wow.
that she has. I
Way
think
to
he
reopen the
more meant.
wound.
I
Way
think
to
he more
reopen the
meant
wound.
you're already stressed with the two you have.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Why
that was a
add the
mistake
third?
saying that the way you said it because
I
that did
did. I
that I
know.
just
I
brought
own it.
everything back.
I own it. I
That
own
was
it
so
completely.
hurtful because
You're right.
I am
You're right.
like I identify as a mom who loses her shit 24/7 and I think there are a lot more of me out there than there are moms who have their shit together and I think you were so good at keeping your shit together and maybe not. I
Yeah,
mean maybe
you
that but
were.
that's the way I remember it. You were such a
Yeah.
different mom than I am and
Yes.
Mhm.
I think that's
Yes.
where
Yes.
like you
Yeah.
assume that I don't like my kids because I'm just like complaining and I'm like overwhelmed and overstimulated like no, like I would die for my kids. I literally every night in bed, I have to distract myself from thinking about dying because I'm so concerned about dying because I don't want to leave my kids. Like that is how much I think about and love my kid. I'm going to cry. And so we're going to stop talking about it. But like the love so that was hurtful. Anyway, that was there were like I said, there were things that were said that just like really hurt my feelings and that's why I reacted I can't work, I can't do Duffy Women anymore because how could someone who feels that way about
Yeah. No,
me,
I
how
get
can
it.
we work
I get it.
together if you genuinely feel that way about me? So so yeah, but again, we've talked about all of this at length at all of that, but go ahead. Alex because
Hey,
she.
one moment, please. I'll be right back.
Where are you going?
Where are you going?
Okay, so my computer was on 85%. It is now
Oh my
low
You
God.
didn't
battery.
have it plugged in this whole time. You always
No,
plug it in.
I
Go
know. I
get the
always plug
plug.
it in and I left it downstairs. Again,
Go
I
get
will
the
be right
plug. We'll
back.
just
So
put
talk
You know
your
amongst
what? We're
yourselves.
gonna use this opportunity to talk shit about you. Okay, so anyway, look at her butt. So cute. Why are you on your phone?
because Shelly just ditched us. I mean,
Well,
what are we gonna do?
should we talk about her? Should we talk like do you have any grievances that you want to air with her?
No, I feel like no, I don't. I was
Nothing?
just caught in the middle of all of this as
She's really
that's how I
forgetful.
view
It's
it.
very annoying. Like she has
She
been
is
having
very forgetful and she doesn't read her text
she's
messages
been
and
having
then
these
acts like,
moments.
yeah.
She's been having these moments where like we've had to say and listen again. Oh,
The
Oh,
forgetful
there
stuff
she
I just.
is.
oh!
We're talking about you.
We took that as an opportunity to discuss you.
Wait, you're wearing your cutie Levi's oversized jeans.
You're so
Sorry
cute.
about that, Chief. Okay,
You
we're
know
good.
what? First
Did you
episode
just
back
say sorry about that, Chief?
problems. First ep
My
back.
dad used to say that. Sorry about that, Chief. Okay,
No, I
go ahead.
know. That's why I'm laughing.
Wait, can I show you guys? This is what we were all fighting over. Can you see him? Oh no, you can't.
Oh, yeah,
No,
there you go. You put
there
him
you
in. I
go.
know.
Right
I know.
there.
And I will tell you this. I'm going to tell you this real quick because, Alex, we have to get to you and then we got to wrap it
Son.
up. He has my heart. I've never had
Mhm.
a boy. God, I'm out of breath. I've never had a
Those
boy.
stairs, man.
Those stairs are steep.
That's why you moved and you have
I
a
did
primary on
move.
the
I
bottom
moved.
floor.
Yes, that's another thing that's happened. I gave up Mount Lebanon and now I'm here. So, but anyway, um, I've never had a boy. Not obviously. I had two of you, and then two grandchildren, two granddaughters, and then along came Max. And when
Mhm.
he says, "Grandma, yuck," instead of look or I, he's got my heart. So, okay, that's all I'm saying. Okay, go ahead, Alex.
Once again, this was more between you two. Um, I will say the thing that I felt like I was in the middle, but I think because I don't know why I felt like I as soon as we got off that call, I literally called mom and yelled at her for reacting the way she did, like
She
similar
did.
to how I did 2 weeks ago when she got on the call and acted like she didn't see my two text messages and thumbs, whatever. So I called her and I literally yelled at her. I was like, that was just, you don't need, like, everything you said, Sarah, is exactly what I said to her. And then the next morning, I woke up to an email, and I will freaking find it and post it to our social media accounts. It was a very formal resignation letter. Like, it was very well written. Like, you didn't use AI because it didn't exist at that time, but like you must have Googled. It was very formal.
I'm smart.
It was very professional. And
She
you all
does write
know,
very good emails. She's
okay,
very, very good
well,
that way. Yeah.
sure, but you all know that I'm also very professional. So if you write me a professional email, I'm going to respond in a professional way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so, again, the assumption was I assumed, Sarah, because you had known what we had conversations about before you told mom, that I would have gone to bat for you, which I did. I don't know where in your mind it twisted, because from what I understood, you didn't think I did that. You think I sided with her, which, again, not true. Like, mom literally got yelled at. And then I got this email the next morning. So what I did was respond professionally. So I removed Sarah from all of our social media accounts as soon as I got that professional resignation email. Because when you resign
Rip.
from any normal company, okay, that's fine. Then we get your computer back. You get locked out of all the accounts. That's what you do. So that was my emotional response, I guess. And even at that time, you didn't realize that I had gone and defended you to mother, which I did. And then you texted me and you were like, oh, that's so funny. Like, mom removed me. And then that's when I told you that I did it. And then you got mad at me. And that's when I found out apparently you didn't think I had your back. But I emotionally responded because it was unfair to me that you were quitting because you two got in a fight. And I'm here too. And that was how I felt. I was like, this is a bummer because, like, I didn't do anything to stop Duffy women, but be here and exist, which is how I feel all the time. But that's fine. It doesn't really
Mind
matter.
you, we had sponsors and everything. I mean, we
Yes, I had to return money, which
we
was
had to return money. We
nice
had
to my heart.
explain to people what happened,
right.
and they said, "No, we need all three of you.
Well,
We can't do this."
two of the three did. One of the sponsors stayed.
One did
for
stay. Yeah, she did
weird
for the rest of that season. Yes.
Yeah, because you and my mom and I did the season without you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it was rough. Yeah.
So it was like a week before we started filming. Yeah.
It was a very, very, it was a very difficult time. So it went away. Yeah. And I vowed then that I'd never do it again. But my daughters, because you do anything for your children, don't we, moms? Wanted to revive. Now, I'm in the season of my life where, listen, I have a pool at my community now where I live.
I have a pool at my community center.
Well, all I want to do, I'm dreaming about the days where I've got cocktails and I'm sitting by the pool with some of my friends here in the neighborhood. That's all I want to do. I don't want to add work to my schedule. I don't want to add anything extra. No, it isn't, but it will be. It could be, and it was. There are things that we have to do to prepare. But anyway, my point is, so this is a different season than where you two are, okay? So, but again, I love you both. We've been through a lot, and here we are. We're back. We are so back.
I vowed that I was never going to do it again either.
I did vow. Yes. I said I'm never doing it because I don't want to risk any relationships, especially because Sarah and I have worked over these years to become better.
Well, there is no chance.
Are you pregnant?
No. No.
I don't want to hear that. Not from her side. That's not where we're going.
Never again, honey.
However, Alex, we would maybe hear that from you at some point.
Who knows? I don't know if it's going to work.
Damn.
Oh, don't say that.
I don't know, guys. You never know.
Well,
I'm old now. I'm a geriatric
send.
Advanced maternal age pregnancy at the ripe young age of 35. So
you're a baby still. You're still young. You can do this.
They like all of my friends had
kids at your age.
Well, I know, but scientifically speaking, I'm almost at I'm closer to perimenopause than I am to like my first period. So
you just wait. You just all wait. Again, you make fun of me. You're all gonna get there.
No one is making fun of you for perimenopause.
You're all you make fun of me every single.
I mean, it's fun, but like for other things, we don't make fun of you for being old. Well,
no, it's not because this is all stuff that comes with getting older. That's all. So, all right. So, we did want to finish our show with a. I actually love this segment because we'll probably never talk again after some of us participate in it, but we'll see. But it's called We Listen, but Don't Judge. And don't we all have to say it? Isn't this like
it's not our original idea.
Yeah, it's not our original idea.
No, it's not our original idea, but it's a TikTok thing. So okay, go ahead. So don't we all say it together?
We listen and we don't
judge.
Yeah. We
didn't say it together at all. Great job.
Guys are terrible. Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
We listen and we don't
judge.
Sarah, we don't judge. We're not judging.
I didn't co-sign for the
I'm gonna go first with this one. And this isn't that dramatic. I can think of a lot of other ones, but I'm gonna start off slow because this is our first show back.
Pretty dramatic.
It's pretty dramatic.
So Sarah, again, and how we handled everything and how we have it makes sense. Sarah and I have always been like this. We butt heads because we think very differently and in a lot of things.
So alike. Actually, you don't think differently at all.
Yes, we do. Anyway, so when you were growing up, like we referred to you as our challenge child. And we still
interesting.
We still do.
Okay. All right.
I don't think
don't judge.
Did we really like okay, I guess that's true. We're in the
that's how we've always described.
I don't think she was a
she was a challenge. Anyway, so what would happen was, well, here's the problem. When you have a firstborn, and again, typically, and again, birth order, blah, blah, blah. Firstborns are typical people pleasers. They want to be, they work hard. All of those goofy
which is challenging in its own way.
Which is challenging, exactly, because there's a lot of pressure on us. And I'm a firstborn, you're a firstborn, obviously. And Sarah just kind of rebelled and said, hey, I'm never going to be that. So I'm going to be me, which was fine. But it was tough when she was growing up. So Sarah never Never knew when to shut up. Never knew when to shut the F up.
It's not that she didn't know. It's that she did know and actively continued.
That's not the name of the segment. Put that down.
Okay.
So anyway, there were so many times, man, and like back when I raised you kids, we were getting away from the whole, that was all terrible stuff.
Well,
so
that never happened. You guys didn't.
No, I didn't do that. But all I'm saying is
We're getting away
when
from the whole
when I was growing
child
up,
abuse thing.
like there was the wooden spoon, there were the belts, like there was a lot of you talk about childhood trauma.
Mom got the belt. Mom got the belt.
So
And
anyway, what I would
and
do
enemas. She also got enemas a lot.
Stop.
Send that to Carl.
Send that to Carl.
Send that to Carl. That's right.
Carl is our.
Back in the day, enemas were
Never
supposed
mind.
to bring down fevers, and so anytime you got a fever, you got something up your butt, and you had to hold it.
You know what? It's true though.
got to
It's actually true. It's actually true.
I love a good enema.
I've never ever gotten an enema in my life, and
I
love an enema.
Do an enema.
Okay,
and I'm
glad
so
that you've
sorry. I
never
can't even
administered
believe
it.
I love a
that was
colonoscopy. I love anything. I love anything that goes up there. It's great.
Send that to Carl too.
Send that
But
to
anyway,
Carl.
so what I would do instead of all of the things that maybe my parents would have done, I would go into another room and I would pretend that I was strangling you, like strangling you, so you would not speak again. So I didn't do it.
It's so funny.
But my point is, I would do.
You said, "Oh, you don't even like the two kids you do have," and yet you were fake strangling me in the 90s. So, like, I don't really understand what the difference is between you and I. Okay, there's no difference.
Accuracy.
You want to answer to that? Because that doesn't sound much different.
Well, you're very upfront with your children. I never would have let you know I didn't like you.
I have told Evelyn.
Maybe that is the difference that would have helped you not.
Maybe if you were honest with me,
think you should let your children know you don't like them. I would never do that.
I never said
Sarah says to her kids that she doesn't like them.
I never said that to their face. I say it in private.
So that's my little listen, but we don't judge.
Okay.
So I'm very sorry for that, Sarah. I never meant to kill you or anything like that. But
I'm still here. I'm like a cousin.
I know. So we did. All right, guys. I think that explains why we left Duffy with women all those years. Whiffing.
Not only does she not remember when she
cut the cameras,
when she gets
cut the cameras.
Listen to us wherever you get your podcasts. Just have fun. And you know what? Judge us.
Enemas.
We don't care. Judge us for enemas, for strangling in another room, for any of those things. Go ahead and judge us. But you can listen, honestly, anywhere. There's so many places to get your podcast now. And
the two of you,
while you're on your way to work, you can do it at night. You can do it while you're getting ready for work. That's always a good time, when you don't really have anything going on because you're doing other things, but you can have that on in the background. Okay, I listen to podcasts all the time on my way to work. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. But if you would also like to see more Duffy women, again, this is our first show, a little rough, again, we're getting back.
I think it was great.
I actually think we did pretty good.
I think it was great.
It was very it was a tough time. It was a tough time back then. So, and honest to God, I have PTSD from it. That's why I didn't want to do this. I really didn't. And
she did.
I did not. And so anyway.
All right.
But if also too, it's a little early in the game, but a couple people did sponsor us before. If you're looking to maybe sponsor us, brother. Okay, But here's the deal. We love being able to talk to each other because, again, I don't think a lot of mothers and daughters can have real conversations. Maybe nowadays they do. They don't do it in front of a forum. I don't think there aren't many that do it that way. But it's hard, and relationships are hard. Any kind of relationship, whether. And people say, well, if it's a good relationship, it shouldn't be hard. Yes, it is, because everything in life takes work, and our relationships take work. And Sarah, you and I had to do a lot of work to get back to where we were. Sure. So that's why I agreed to do this.
Caught in the crossfires
it's a journey. Here. It's what?
I was just reiterating that I was caught in the crossfires over here.
Honey.
She's still trying to distance herself.
I can't
Whatever.
All right, so
We are.
we'll be back next week. We're doing just a trial season, so depending on your reaction,
No, we're not.
how we feel,
We're
and how
committing.
all of us feel about it. We're going to do, a couple of episodes, see what you
We're
guys
doing
think. So
great.
that's it. That's all I got, folks. That's it. Enjoy your day.
Okay.
Have a great day.
Okay. Well, it's been fun. I love you.
We're Duffy
Do
women.
the millennial kissy face while I hit the stop record.